Will f***ed up and Casa and more. But you learned from that, I think. And you have been such a good boyfriend since. You learned from your own lesson. I think hopefully other people learned from that lesson as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Will hates talking about that. But that's a good example.
Yeah, it is a good example.
He twerks a lot too when he's drunk.
Yeah. I'm dropping it down for the audience that wants to see.
Get it, babe. Get it, babe.
Maybe I want to get up on stage and dance and twerk and shake my titties.
Will sniffs my armpit. So we got that. We thought that was hilarious.
And licks her armpit.
Ew, that's so disgusting.
Told me the best.
So embarrassing when you say it out loud. But yeah, Will likes the smell of my armpits.
And Jessie smells all the time.
You f***ing smell.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the podcast hosted by myself, Will Young, and my beautiful girlfriend, Jessie Wynter.
Hey.
So we've actually had a lot of debates this week. And the debating actually is coming from the weather. And it's made us think a little bit more of how much of opposites that we are. So obviously with it being really warm, and I don't know if people are in a relationship or have partners where they're opposites, but because it's been really hot, I've been boiling, I've been sweating. I've been dripping in bed to the point where I'm like, I actually can't sleep.
Oh, that is so dramatic.
No, it's not. Where Jessie, on the other hand, the best way I can describe it is that she loves to sweat.
Oh my God, I hate it when you explain it like this. It sounds so weird. I don't love to sweat. I just like to be warm.
No, Jessie loves to sweat to the point where our house is like 24, 25 degrees, disgusting. She'll be under like 2 duvets, wanting to be like super warm and sweating, and it is gross.
Okay, stop using the word sweat. Thank you very much.
You do.
Not really. You sweat.
Yeah, I sweat. Yeah, I am. I'm too hot. I'll get above the quilts and the duvets and try to cool myself down.
This is so frustrating because Will actually tries to sleep with the doors open.
Yeah, so yeah. So it all comes down to having a hot boyfriend and a cold girlfriend. I want to know, who has this in the household?
And it doesn't actually just have to be relationships. It can be like a housemate, if you share a room with a sibling.
I've been doing absolutely everything to try to cool the house down. I've been having the windows open. I've been trying to sleep with the doors open. Our bedroom door, I've been keeping open to let the airflow go through the house.
I don't mind the airflow, but Will has been keeping our bedroom doors, 2 beautiful glass doors open. And a cricket came into our house.
Oh, yeah. We're not going to get onto the cricket. That gave me nightmares, and that actually made sleeping a lot worse.
Because we had a cricket going.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was doing that, and the worst thing about it, it would do it like every 20 minutes, and it would only do it for a stint of about 5 minutes. No, about 5 seconds. So I couldn't catch it, but it was only here for like 3 days and then left.
Yeah, it did leave, but we had 3 nights of a cricket because our bedroom doors are open. Not only are bedroom doors being open to let crickets in, more importantly, like what if there is a serial killer? Like you're actually going to jeopardize our life.
I have been getting
so you can have a cool sleep.
Nah, I've only done that once or twice. I have been getting a little bit spooked out in my defense. I have been getting a little bit spooked out, so I've stopped it. Especially because we watched a horror movie and I was like, I can't be doing that. I cannot be doing that. But this kind of got me and Jessie thinking about opposites attract. What things in our relationship are we completely opposite at? Obviously, the first one being I'm absolutely boiling 24/7. Jessie's freezing 24/7. So the next one is a morning person and a night person.
Oh my God. This is so, like, why are we so opposite with this? When we were on Love Island, people genuinely thought we were not an actual couple because apparently we were too different, even though I still think we're very similar.
We are.
But when it comes to opposites, we are kind of opposite with these tiny little things that really just irks me.
Irks. Yeah, so as you can probably guess, I'm a morning person. Jessie is most definitely not a morning person, but you're an evening owl.
Yeah. So just because I sleep in doesn't mean I'm not a productive girly. I definitely make up for those sleeping hours in the morning and the evening.
This is what really confuses me, actually. It confuses me. Jessie will be like going through the duration of the day, being like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I've got no energy. I can't wait to go to bed. It'll hit like 8, 9 o'clock. She's just had dinner and it's the most amount of energy I've seen all day.
I get to the point where I will start doing ab workouts.
Yeah, oh my God. This actually irked me. Jessie would do ab workouts at about 10 p.m. and then make me feel bad that I'm not doing them. And I'm like, I just don't want to sweat before I get into bed, which proves my point that Jessie likes to be in bed sweating.
I would be on the floor doing an ab workout, right?
Grunting.
And then, yeah, I'm working. Girl's going to work hard.
Grunting.
Then it comes to the time when we're at the beach and Will's going, you've got abs and I don't. And I say to Will, it's because every night before bed, I do an ab routine.
Yeah, and I'm like, look, I would join in if we did it at
in the morning.
A normal time, yeah. If we didn't, no, not even necessarily the morning. The morning, yeah. Lunchtime, yeah. Even evening time, yeah. 10 p.m. when I'm winding down and I want to watch a bit of telly and then go to bed. No. No, I don't want to be getting down grunting.
And so with the annoyance of this, so I'm so energetic at night and Will just wants to sit on the couch and watch TV.
Yeah, I want to rot a little bit. I want to have a bit of me time. I want to rot. I want to get on my phone. I want to, rot away, watch telly. I don't want to think about anything else. I want to relax.
And at this point, my brain is so active and I'm like, oh my God, we need to do this and this idea. And I start doing all these things and Will just won't talk to me.
Yeah, because I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm having switch off time. But no, even when we get into bed, I'm like, I'll be trying to sleep and I'll kind of look at her. And I'll see this light and she'll be just sat up straight, looking at the most whack stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's 1 a.m. Go to bed. Stop being a crazy girl and go to bed.
It actually works really conveniently with the time difference to Australia because my life in Australia, girls got business to sort over there. So I actually stay up to 1, 2 a.m. and it's a really good excuse because I say to Will, I've got to do it because they're awake in Australia. So all my business side of things, I sit up and do all that shit, my taxes, my books.
Oh my God, this is... Jessie goes into rabbit holes at night. She just fed you some lies. Yeah, she will do that sometimes. I'm going to put it down to rabbit holes.
No, but I bought a house in the middle of the night. That wouldn't have occurred if I wasn't on my phone in the middle of the night.
What? In comparisons to the morning.
Oh, the morning.
I'm like a baby lamb.
Will jumps out of bed. He literally leaps.
Yeah.
And it actually annoys me because I'm like, cuddles. And I shit you not, the alarm goes off. Will just opens his blanket and jumps up and runs to the kitchen. And I actually said to Will the other day, I was like, do you actually remember waking up?
Yeah, it's a bit of a blur sometimes, I can't lie. And I don't know what it is. It is, as soon as the alarm goes off, I'm awake. I'm like, out of bed now. No,
you wake up like you're late for something, even though you're not.
I know. And then I'll just have a coffee and just sit in the kitchen.
And you start, you get your notepad out, he starts writing all these ideas. And then I wake up because I actually try to be a morning person with Will because I feel really guilty and I feel embarrassed that I'm like, I slept into 9 o'clock.
Jessie strolling out of bed at 12 p.m.
Not 12. It's 9.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes 10.
Yeah, but I'll try and talk to Jessie. Obviously, I've been awake for a few hours. I'll try and talk to Jessie. I'll be like, yeah, I've been thinking about this. And she'll be like, hold up. No, do not talk to me before I have my coffee. And I'm like, come on, let's have that coffee. Let's go for a walk. Let's go to the gym.
Oh my God, there's nothing that hurts my brain more than when I'm trying to sit there and have a morning coffee and Will's talking to me and I actually do say, Will, you can't talk to me till I finish my coffee. And he goes, oh, let's go for a walk. Let's do this. And it actually... Because I'm still half asleep, I am not a morning person. I do get really grumpy. I'm like, just don't tell me what to do in the morning.
Yeah, so sometimes I do wait outside the door and peer around to see if Jessie's awake or just kind of make loud noises.
Yes, you do. I knew you did that on purpose.
Make loud noises so she wakes up.
I fucking knew you did that on purpose.
But then also, I'll come in and be like, Jessie, do you want a coffee or anything? And she'll be like, she'll look at me and go, I'm still asleep. And then turn back around and close her eyes.
Will talks to me in the morning like I'm awake. So will wake up and then he just comes in the room and asks me a question, even though I'm asleep. Because in the morning, I do half asleep. So I can kind of half talk, half not. But essentially, I'm still asleep. You talk to me like I'm awake. Yeah. And I always have to say, Will, you're awake. I'm not.
Yeah, shut up. Leave me alone. She'll kick me out of the bedroom and go, can you just leave? 30 more minutes, please.
Why can't we just imagine if we were both sleeping in the morning, having morning cuddles, staying up?
I have slept in, do you know what, this last week.
And I love it.
And I'm putting it down to the heat because I'm actually not getting good night's sleeps. I'm too hot. I have just got a fan and it's helped me a little bit.
It does get really hot in our bedroom, I will admit.
Yeah, it's horrible. The third thing that we're completely opposite about are hungover days.
Oh my God.
We spend hungover days completely different and it makes me feel bad. Jessie makes me feel like a slob. On a hungover day, I want to eat until I feel sick. I want to lounge about. I want to watch TikTok. I want to watch telly. I want to do nothing. I want to get the duvet from the bed, bring it to the couch, snuggle up, watch a Disney movie, have naps during the day. I want to use that day as the most wasted day ever.
Okay, well, I love you. And this is probably going to sound really rude, but I'm actually just being honest. The slobbiest version of you I've ever experienced is when you're hungover.
Yes, I feel like anybody. The slobbiest version of anybody is when they're hungover.
You love it though. Will, on a hungover day, I'll get out of bed and I'll come back in. He's in his little underwear, just laying on the bed or like sprawled out. You want like food. So it gets to the point where every time on a night out on the way home, we're so bad for buying too much food, especially you.
Not anymore. I think I'm pretty good. It used to be very bad.
Always buys too much food. And then we have leftover food in the morning, usually like leftover McDonald's, chicken nuggets, chicken selects.
Yum.
And we will wake up in the morning after a night out, like 10 a.m., go to the kitchen, reheat McDonald's, eat it, and then go back to bed.
Jessie's actually pointing the finger at me like this is me.
I join in, but I don't go back to sleep.
Yeah, you come back to bed. Yes, you do. Oh my God.
I don't wake up, eat McDonald's, and then go back to bed.
Do you know what actually really annoys me about a hungover day is that Jessie will do more on a hungover day than a not hungover day. Jessie will be a morning person. She will be up. She'll be like, right, let's go out. Let's go for a walk. Let's do this. Let's go do that. And I was like, dude, where was this girl during the week? And it will make me feel really slobby. It makes me feel 10 times worse.
Do you remember last summer when we had my brother over?
Oh,
and then Will finally had someone to be a slob with on a hangover day.
Like Brock, Jessie's brother, we would wake up, we'll be like, oh, let's go to Tesco's. We'll get like 12 Krispy Kreme donuts. We'll get a load of shit, literally bring it back, eat, watch telly, chill.
So there was 2 of them. So they got to outrule me on the hungover days. And once they went to Tesco's by themselves, because I said I'm not going.
No.
You guys spent like
that's not
£150.
True. You said why weren't you going?
Was I sleeping?
You wanted to carry on sleeping.
I think it's very important to get 8 hours sleep. So we got home at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Girl was sleeping because got to get my 8 hours every night.
Yeah, so I was like a kid without my mum going to the shops and going crazy. I was like, yeah, let's get this. I was like walking, like picking everything off the shelf. Let's get this, let's get this, let's get that.
I'm pretty sure they spent about £150 on food at Tesco's. So much sweets, desserts. They had like custard.
Did you eat it?
We ate some of it. We felt so sick.
Did you
remember
eat it,
you kicked a huge roast?
Yes. Did you eat it? Yes.
Yes, I did. But I didn't eat everything because I was like mortified.
But normally, Jessie will want to get steps in on a hungover day. She'll want to go out. She doesn't want to watch telly. And it's actually got to the breaking point where Jessie's almost broke up with me because of these hungover days.
The hungover days were really getting on my nerves because I felt like
Jessie out on the hungover day, and all I'm doing is being a cutesy pie with my quilt, watching movies, having food, as any normal person would do on a hungover day. You speak to the average Joe on the street about what they do when they're hungover, and that is it. That's me.
Okay, I think that's fine. But if we're going to go out every weekend, I am not dedicating every single Sunday to eating and sleeping and like slobbing like that. I was like, for me, life's all about balance. If I want to go out, I have to be able to manage a hangover. And
yeah, but don't claw me down if I wanted to watch a movie and chill.
Okay, but the funny thing is, like in Tasmania, Will was hungover and he didn't want to come for a walk. So I said, whatever, I'll go with my sister.
That's a lie. A hike. This was a fucking hike.
It was like 20 Ks.
Yes, this was a hike. They were walking for like 2-3 hours.
So I was like, whatever, I'll go without Will, let him relax. And then what happens? You got upset and got FOMO.
No, I only just said that, so I didn't seem as lazy as I was. Boy was asleep. I woke up half an hour before you got back and I was like, yeah, I wish I was a went.
Really?
That was a lie. I actually do not wish I went.
Oh.
Talking about hungover, we are also 2 different drunks.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
I want to say I'm a fun, free-flowing, YOLO sort of drunk.
Will is a messy drunk.
I'm a messy drunk.
You are a messy drunk.
I'm a fun drunk.
Will is definitely fun for everyone except being his girlfriend.
Yeah. Jessie might get embarrassed.
No, the thing is, I have to carry you home, babe.
Not all the time. Only
No,
sometimes.
not all the time.
Only sometimes.
Most of the time, though.
Only sometimes. So I probably am the sort of drunk who maybe will have one too many drinky poos. Maybe I will want to get up on stage and dance and twerk and shake my titties.
He twerks a lot too when he's drunk.
Fuck yeah.
And like I am...
I'm dropping it down for the audience that wants to see.
Get it, babe. Get it, babe.
Oh.
But okay, when I have to look after you as drunk, when you're drunk,
Yeah.
I am thinking about future you. I'm like, if Will could see himself right now, would he be embarrassed?
Jessie's the type of drunk who films you.
Oh, yeah, I do. I will film Will because you have to understand what I went through.
That's not fair. I want to do something in the night. Hey, I want to take my top off and go kiss my tits.
That I have a video of Will taking his top off going, kiss my tits. Oh, it's so embarrassing because it was at a brand thing.
Who I've actually refused to look at the video, and I'm not going to look at the video, and never will you catch me looking at the video. Jessie can take videos. I don't want to be there if she looks at them. She can look at them on her own. If you want to show people, show people. Just don't show people.
I don't really show people other than you.
Oh my God, actually, this happened. We were around Jessie's family house and she got videos of when I was drunk up.
No,
and
you were sober in those.
All right, still, I don't want to see him. Show people when I'm not there.
He was dancing to Beyonce in our kitchen. It was really funny. And then I showed my dad.
Yeah, show people when I'm not there. I don't want to be part of that.
No, but I need to see that you consent.
But Jessie is I would say you're quite a responsible drunk, where I'm an irresponsible drunk.
I probably agree with that. I think when I'm drunk, people often think I'm not as drunk as I am.
Yeah, because
People are like, have a drink. And I'm like, I can't. I'm actually...
stood next to me.
Yeah, because...
So Jessie stood next to me and I'm hella drunk.
Will gets to the point when he drinks that you can't actually pronounce words properly.
Nah.
How about that video that I showed you the other day and my snap memories of you?
No, you're making it sound like that's all the time. That's not all the time.
Will is sitting there trying to call room service and he can't even speak. He's like, you couldn't even speak. Anyways, the room service people finally answer because I was like, I'm not getting room service. Will goes to room service, can I have chicken nuggets?
Yeah, obviously. Chicken nuggets after a night out. Yes, please, sign me up.
The room service didn't have chicken nuggets, babe.
No. Maybe I take it a little bit too far.
You do look like you enjoy yourself, though.
But I would say...
You always have fun.
Opposites, you're probably responsible. I'm maybe 3.
Will's the type of person that's dancing on the table, twerking everywhere. And I don't know what I do. I think I'm just...
girls only. That is for girls only.
We've got like the gender roles reversed in these situations, but babe, go for it.
Yeah. They are for girls only.
No, it's not.
But yeah, Jessie's responsible. I'm irresponsible.
I think that's because I'm a big sister though, and then you're a younger sibling.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm naturally in that like, oh my God, where is everyone? Because when we go on a night out, I like to keep everyone safe and together. And I like to make sure everyone gets home safe and all that type of boring jazz.
That's sounding like a type A personality.
Yeah, but am I type A?
Okay, we're going to delve into this because I want to know if I'm type A or type B. I don't really know too much about what it means, so you're going to have to explain to me.
Okay, so I've got written down here some examples of type A and type B if you haven't heard of this. So
and we're going to figure out whether me and Jessie are type A or type B, if we're really opposites, or are we 2 type A's or type B's?
Yeah, so every type A needs their type B as well. So definition of a type A, the organized mum of the group type friend. They plan everything, check in on everyone, and are low-key the responsible one.
Yeah, that's you all over. You will not catch me planning anything. I cannot plan. I'll tell you a story about when I tried to be nice and book my parents a trip away. I told them they were going away the wrong date. It was actually the following week. So they went to the airports and they were like, no, you haven't got a flight.
I am like shook by this. I cannot believe that happened. Like Will's parents have told me about this. Will, I would be fuming if I was at the airport and you sent me there and my flight wasn't even that day.
Be grateful that I got you a trip.
Was it the week before or after?
After. They went after. No,
so
this was before. So they went the following week. I just got them to pre-plan their holiday. I got them into the holiday spirits a week early.
It's nice that you booked their holiday, but fucking hell, I'd be so annoyed if someone sent me to the airport.
All right. So
but don't
put me in charge of
to
booking
your parents' discretion.
That's their fault.
Why didn't they look at the things?
Exactly.
Because with Will, whenever he books anything, I say, show me. Show me the document.
Mm.
Oh my God. When we went on holiday, right? This is so funny.
Well,
When we went on holiday, it was all the food was included. And Will kept saying, I said to Will, are you sure alcohol and drinks are included? And he goes, yeah, they are. And it was a surprise holiday for my birthday. So I actually couldn't look at anything.
so I was like, girl, pop them bottles, have some wine. It's all free. It's on the house. Like,
have some cocktails.
yeah, I was like, have it. It's on the house, baby.
Yeah, I
Trust
didn't
me.
even really want to drink, but I was like, yeah, I'll have a cheeky Aperol Spritz at dinner.
Yeah.
And like everyone at our table, we were just like, yeah, drink up.
I was like, everybody drink up. This shit's free. Yeah, daddy's got this.
And I said to Will, I said, double check, because I feel like that's just not right. I feel like it's not right. Because you know when the waiters try upsell the alcohol, because it's like all inclusive, like the food's inclusive, so they need to make profit on the alcohol. They kept doing that. And I was like, nah, this isn't right. Will goes like this because the whole holiday is by surprise, so I can't see anything. He's looking on his phone, being all secretive. He's like, yeah, food, alcohol, everything, etc.
And what did it say?
Extra, cost extra.
Oh yeah, they did go. So it was like food.
Food.
Yeah, they said basically alcohol was extra, but I thought it was etc.
And he's going on his phone, checking this message, reading it out, being like, cocktails, alcohol, beer, wine, etc. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He reads it like 10 times. It said extra.
Yeah, so we got a big fat bill at the end. Well, I got a big fat bill at the end.
I can't believe I did. And then I remember at the end,
I had to take it because I was telling everyone, drink up. Like, drink up. This shit's free. So drink up, everyone.
we spent so much money on that alcohol because it got to a point where I was like, just show me. And I looked at it and I was like, Will, that says extra, not etc.
Okay, can you blame a man? Like, I thought it said extra, etc.
I understand that. But it was so funny because Will was just bragging about how it was all free the whole
Bragging. I
time.
was like, drink up, bitches.
He's like,
This shit-
etc.
Yeah, I was like, we're getting drunk tonight.
So whenever Will book something, I have to see it. Even when you leave the room without the hotel key,
Yeah.
I'm like, show me it. Physically
Oh my
show me
God,
the
yeah.
hotel key.
This is frustrated me. I'm like, I know it's in my pocket, and Jessie, and I just now proving a point by just going, no, I'm not showing you the key. It's in my pocket.
Yeah,
I know
but you
it is.
scare me because you would leave it.
Nah. So what's type B? Because this is probably going to be me.
Type B is the chill, go with the flow, let's just vibe type person.
Yeah, me. Let's just vibe, baby. Me.
They're fun, spontaneous, and never stressed. Oh, 100% you.
That is.
Oh, what a life it would be to be never stressed.
I
Because
feel like I do get stressed though.
you do sometimes, yeah.
I feel like I do have type A personalities though. But don't look at me like that.
What?
Well, I feel like I organise at the house and that.
You're really good at making a plan and like an itinerary. You're really good at making itineraries, but you don't see it necessary to make an itinerary. See, this is where it gets complicated because I don't have itineraries. If we were good to go on holiday, I'd be like, let's just rock up and see how we go.
Yeah.
Whereas you might make the itinerary,
Yeah.
but then I would hold the passports, book everything. Yeah.
I would say definitely you're more type A and I would be more type B.
Maybe. But yeah, chill with the
A mum of the group, organising, that's got you written all over it.
very true. Okay, so some examples of type B is shows up 20 minutes late with a nice latte but looks effortlessly cool and just says we'll figure it out. See, that's not you.
Nah, that's not. I wouldn't say that. I'd be like, we need to figure this shit out right now.
Yeah, we do like a plan and structure. So this gets
Maybe we've got our toes in both.
yeah, maybe we're a little bit of both. Type B would definitely end up at a random stranger's house party and make 10 new besties.
Me.
That is 100% you.
Fuck yeah.
Type A, some examples, text get home safe after a night out. The one who books all the flights and sends the group chat an itinerary. That's type A.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely would book it. I would maybe look what to do.
Yeah. I feel like I could have been a travel agent
Good
own
team.
another life. Yeah, we're a good team.
Good
we're a good team.
Where you don't fulfill all of the type A personality, I pick up. And then where I don't fill all of the type B personalities, you pick up.
Yeah, so with a type A, it says here that a type A always has plans, lists, and reminders. And then a type B just goes with the flow. So I would say with that, we are both sort of go with the flow. And we are organisers only to a certain extent because I'll be organised and then it's so weird. Like my own personality is like one end to the other because I'll be really organised and then I'll get to the day and instead of being stressed about it, I'm like, fuck it. And then I just scrap the plan.
Hell yeah.
So how am I being both?
Woo-hoo.
Conflicting with myself. In summary, Opposites, I would say, attract, because definitely we're opposites with lots of things. And we'd love to hear from you guys. What are some things that you are opposites with your partner? Would you say you're type A or type B? And what do you think we are? We'd love to know if you think we're type A or type B personalities.
I can tell you, I'm type B. I'm sure everybody's seen this because this has been all over my For You page and all over TikTok. But Zoe Ray has recently been to Bali. And she has slammed Bali. So I'm actually just going to read out some of the things that she said. And Jessie's actually been to Bali, so it would be interesting to get your whole opinion on this. But what was said was, basically, Zoe said, we came to Bali with high expectations because we have seen on social media everyone having a lovely time, such gorgeous places to go and get food, lovely beaches, lovely gyms, coffee shops. But if you took a picture of the coffee shop and zoomed out, you would see what it really was like. The reality of Bali is not shown much on social media at all. I do think it's down to a lot of influencers and people with a large following. So I've never been to Bali, and just to put my 2 pence in this, I think it's very much expected because Bali is a developing country. It's very much expected.
Yeah, I was really shocked by this. And I think it's really weird to hear a big influencer say it comes down to other influencers for not posting like the bad sides of it. I mean, if you go look back, I actually went back and looked at my old Bali vlogs. I'm like, you can clearly see the difference between inside a villa and on the street.
100%.
And I think it's very expected from Bali and Indonesia. As you said, Will, they're developing countries.
Yeah.
They're not, it's not Dubai.
But she did fly to Dubai after Bali. She went, I got another this. I'm getting on that flight and I'm going to Dubai.
It makes me really shocked that someone would think that Bali is like this perfect magical land that doesn't have any litter or that it looks exactly how it is on Instagram. Because we all know, even with London, what I see of London on Instagram, I know for a fact there's trash on the street on some streets.
Well, I even think that you go to a coffee shop in London and zoom out, sometimes it's not going to be what you think of in London. And also, I've got a question. Before you're going on holiday, are you not actually doing research?
Google Street View.
Nah, but even, I'm sure if you type in, I'm sure if I was to go on TikTok right now and type in like Bali, Bali expectations or what to expect in Bali, you would get a full view of what you're expecting. I do think it's wrong. I think it's wrong that you slam a country for not having the right expectations and then blaming influencers about it.
I think it comes down to which influencers she follows as well. Because a lot of people that do have a lot more money probably go to a lot more wealthy and bougie places.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, I used to travel to Bali when I was like 2021 because it was so close to Australia and it was actually affordable.
Yeah.
So the conversion rate was really good for Australians back at the time, really affordable to go to Bali.
Yeah.
That's why I went to Bali, not because I wanted like a bougie 5-star holiday, but because I wanted to go on a holiday to somewhere.
Yeah.
And I really love like the culture and the fact that like Bali is a very free-flowing place. It's not bougie.
You've wanted me to go to Bali for ages.
Yeah, I feel like Bali's really much a place where like you feel really spiritually free.
Spiritually free.
Yeah, you do. Like when you're riding on the little mopeds and it's just great going to the beach. And I've always said to people, when you go to Bali, it is really sad. You will see a lot of like homeless dogs and stuff. Like that part is absolutely shattering. And you will see a really done up, beautiful villa. And then next door, it's like people living to really low standards. It's just, and it's actually really sad because we're coming over spending so much money like it's nothing. But when you pay like your cab driver, if you give them a tip, that means so much to them. It's one of those types of places. So to go to Bali and think that it's going to be like all 5 stars, I just think that's a little bit out of touch.
Yeah, well, it's like a holiday destination, I guess, like you were saying for Australia. So for us, it would be like Magaluf, Zante, places like that. Like you're not going to go there and expect luxury. Yeah,
but then perhaps the people she's following on social media are getting luxury.
Well, like a luxury villa. You can go to Bali and it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
But I actually think like to be like, if you go to a coffee shop and then zoom out, you'll see what it's really like and what to expect. I don't think that's good. And I feel like a lot of people have agreed with that online. A lot of people have slammed her. A lot of people have said it is not good.
A lot of people, have agreed as well that Bali isn't as nice as it seems online. And like, is that just not very common knowledge?
When you first went to Bali, did you have expectations?
So I had no idea. And there are things that are quite confronting. Like I saw a motorcycle driver who was selling I think it was melons, and the bike actually fell on his foot and it split his toe open. And unfortunately, like they don't have access, well, he didn't have access to medical resources and they just had to cut his toe off in the street.
In the street?
I know when I went over for Miss Universe, we went and volunteered at schools and helped. And like that was really beautiful. I really loved that and fell in love with that. And the people there, even though they're not as wealthy as other people in other countries, they're so happy and so full of life and so rich in culture.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so weird to see Bali slammed online. But if anyone does go to Bali, yep, let's be real, raw and honest. If you zoom out of the coffee shop, it's probably not going to be aesthetic. The aesthetic places are people from westernized countries that have come over. A lot of them are like Australian-owned cafes.
Yeah.
And they're just like making a holiday destination for Western tourists, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just get out and actually enjoy the Indonesian culture as well.
And also just do your own research. Don't rely on, like, come on. Everyone knows what you see on social media isn't 100% of the truth. Like, it's 2025. Like, that shit's just standard.
Yeah.
Even in England here, like, the influencers or people that you watch might not necessarily be 100% true of what they're posting online.
Oh, I think that's very, very common for social media.
Exactly.
I remember when I was younger and like girl did not grow up in an aesthetic house. So what I would do is I would literally like just clear all the furniture out of one side of my bedroom so I could just have a plain white wall.
Yeah.
I'd like move everything. So in my whole bedroom, there's like furniture in each corner. There's like mess. But I would just take a photo in front of that one white wall.
Yeah.
And even coming back to this, Molly May has literally done videos on editing out like PowerPoints and stuff. Like, so surely Zoe is very much aware of how influencers modify things to make them look a little bit more aesthetic. Like she should be very open-minded to that.
Yeah, I know. It was a bit weird watching, wasn't it?
I do really like Zoe as a creator though.
Yeah, we haven't got anything wrong with her. I just thought it was like just about the incidents and the situation, because I feel like that's hit Australian news as well, and everyone was like, well, obviously.
Yeah,
what
I feel like everyone's talking about Bali and it's like not the nicest about Bali, and I'm just like, it's a great place to go.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I do like Molly May and I do like Zoe.
This isn't sending shots. We ain't got nothing about it. Do you know what I mean? But we just want to put our 2 pence in.
But she is right. Bali is not Dubai.
No.
Perhaps she's more of a Dubai girly.
Maybe. Something that me and Jessie have been talking about a lot recently is actually Love Island. So Emma's not just, but Emma has been in the villa with her ex Harry. And we've actually been talking about this a lot. I don't think the people in the villa actually understand how big their relationship was. I feel like being together for 4 years and then going into the villa, and they've only been broken up 6 months, is huge. And you've actually seen Emma say, like, I don't think people understand what we were and what we had, sort of thing.
It's actually crazy that they're in the villa together. First of all, going on Love Island like a few months after your breakup.
I know.
It's like, how do you even emotionally commit after being with someone for so long?
Well, apparently they still have a house together and it's still on the market. That's how fresh it is.
Crazy. Yeah, they were talking about that in the villa.
Yeah, that's how fresh it is. Like, their house is on the market still and they're both in the villa.
Emma's getting a lot of mixed reviews on social media and she's getting very mixed response because I feel as though she does say things like in a very sarcastic manner and she rolls her eyes a lot and she probably does say quite a few negative things to Harry.
I do feel like she digs at Harry. Yeah. I get that. But that's because I don't feel like she's fully over Harry. And I don't feel like Harry's fully over her. 6 months of like a 4 or 5 year relationship is not long enough.
I feel like as well, so they're only 6 months into a breakup. You have so many phases in the breakup. Yeah. They're probably in like the confused half I miss you phase / I hate you phase.
Yeah.
And they're stuck in the villa together. I am seeing people say that they think that Emma went into the villa to get back with Harry. I actually don't know if I think she went in to get back with him. I reckon she would have went in to get back at him. And now that she's in there with him, I think she's got really like up and down feelings about how she feels.
Yeah. But I do feel like she would get back with him if he was open to it.
Yeah, and I kind of understand that. I feel like with Emma, it's kind of like I shouldn't get back with you because I want to hold myself to a high standard and you've treated me like shit. However, I miss you. Yeah. So then it's like, oh, I do kind of want to. And I think with the way that she acts, the way 1 minute she's nice, 1 minute she's doing those snarky comments, she's doing those comments because she's hurt.
Yeah.
And it's not because she hates Harry. it's because she's angry towards him because she still probably loves him. And then she kind of goes to the other side where she's really nice and she wants to take him to the terrace.
Yeah.
And I think with her, she's just at war with herself and doesn't want to admit that their feelings are still there.
I think that's really confusing, especially if you go into, I feel like exes in general, it's a confusing situation. It's like small town sort of stuff.
Especially if it's like after such a long relationship and you're stuck in the fucking villa.
But now you're in the villa 24/7 together. I'm surprised that they haven't given it more of a go. But then I feel like Harry was very clear in the sense that he was like, why would I come on Love Island to get back with my ex from my hometown?
Yeah. However, he was sending her flowers and notes like not that long ago.
Really?
Yeah. So she mentioned that. I noticed Harry kind of sat down and said to Emma the other day, like, I'm there for you. And then Emma went to chat to Harry the next day and he was very, very cold with her.
Yeah.
That also is such another sign of a breakup because he's even conflicted. One moment he wants to be nice and how things want to be. And then the next he's like, no.
Yeah, it's really confusing. It's just a super, super confusing situation. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's playing a game. Like all she wanted to do was just get back with Harry and things like that. But it's a confusing situation all in all. I feel like even when you have an ex of like 4 years, it's going to be confusing. And you're going to be trying to navigate your feelings. And when you're in a villa 24/7 together and you can see that someone is cracking on with someone, it's going to make you almost spiral.
Literally.
You would spiral, wouldn't you?
I don't think Emma is playing a game, if I'm completely honest. I just think she is confused as fuck.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she wants because at that 6-month point after a long-term relationship, you either need to be like no contact or in the repair stage where you might get back together.
Yeah.
I would not.
Not going on Love Island.
You know?
Not going on Love Island.
Literally, seeing them with other people. I reckon like Harry'd be the type of guy that would get off the show though and still message her.
Yeah, probably.
Even though he's like being rude to her in front of her face.
Yeah.
He'd be the type of guy that would like message her when they come off.
100%. How long do you think it takes to get over someone?
I reckon honestly, if it is a long-term relationship, to fully get over them, it will be like 8 months to a year.
Maybe never.
Maybe never.
Maybe never.
Really? Never? That's such a long time.
Well, they were together for 4 or 5 years and it was probably at such a significant part of their lives where you buy a house and you're probably thinking about marriage, kids and like settling down. Like it's such an important, it's not like a young relationship where it's like not necessarily going anywhere. This is, you're in your mid to late 20s, breaking up where you have a house and you've probably spoken about kids and marriage and spending the rest of your life together. It could be just one of those where
that's crazy going through a breakup.
Do you know what I mean? I don't even think 8 months is long enough to get over that.
I feel like a lot of people say they're over them and like they're not in contact with their ex.
You're saying, I feel like people just say that to pretend.
Yeah, I think
who wants to say that they're still in love with their ex? No one.
I feel like it's not even a matter of being still in love with their ex. It's the comfort level you had with them. Say, for example, Harry and Emma, they were at the point where they were sniffing each other's armpits.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about this because loads of people found it strange and weird. I did not.
Made me laugh so much. I made Will watch it.
Oh, I do that.
Will sniffs my armpit. So we got that. We thought that was hilarious.
And licks her armpits.
Ew, that's so disgusting,
especially
but it's true. He does.
BOE, the more BOE, the better.
So embarrassing when you say it out loud. But yeah, Will likes the smell of my armpits.
Yes.
So when they did that on Love Island, I was like, oh, that's true love.
Yeah.
That is true love if you're doing that.
You definitely like, and it got me thinking about like fetishes. It's like a fetish, isn't it?
No, it's not. I actually looked it up. It's like when you love, it's like a primal instinct. So you love the scent of your like soulmate.
And Jessie smells all the time.
You fucking smell.
Jessie, and I love it.
Yeah, Will lifts my arm and puts his like nose in my armpit and he gets upset when I have perfume on. That's weird. I wish we didn't say that. We share too much on this podcast, don't we?
Yeah, but I feel like that's so true. Like and when I watched that, I was like, that shit's relatable. Like it's so
like they're
normal.
still in love if he still likes the smell.
Oh, 100%. You could even see in there. He was like, don't do that to me. Like I'm going to come over and sniff it. But it got me thinking about fetishes in relationships.
Okay.
And it was like, oh, what else do we do? Well, I'm going to say what else do I do because I don't feel like you do anything.
Okay, fetish is a creepy word. Can we please not use the word fetish?
What should we call it?
Just things you like.
All right, things you like. And I was like thinking, I do things like I like sucking Jessie.
Will, you can't say that. That sounds weird.
Not like anything weird, but just like arms and legs and shit.
Will likes to like bite me a little, like on my arms.
So
This sounded really creepy.
So this is really funny. When Jessie was deeply in love with me, like 6 months to a year ago, she used to give me 3 nips a day.
When I was deeply in love with you.
Yeah, now you don't give me 3 nips.
Yeah, because it's annoying.
I don't get my nips anymore.
He just like, it's not like a bite or anything.
Do you want to explain my 3 nips and how we got onto that?
Oh my God, because Will likes to just grab onto my skin with his teeth.
So I used to go into these crazy episodes where I'd like pin Jessie down and like nip her.
He sounds really weird. It's not as weird as it sounds. It's nothing sexual. It's just like...
Oh, like vampire vibes.
Will wishes he was a vampire.
But yeah, I would like nip Jessie. It was like kind of like in a game. And then she...
I just said you can have 3 a day.
So I could have 3 nips a day and I could pick during the day when I want them. And I would be like, right, number 1 nip time. And I get to nip Jessie and suck her.
So fucking weird, man.
Yeah, but that got me thinking, like, I do weird shit to you. I like the smell of your armpits. I like nipping you. I'm like, what do you want to do to me?
I like the smell of your hair.
Pop out. Like,
Well, how's that a cop out? I like the
because
smell
I
of
don't
your
feel
hair.
like you've ever like come over and like sniffed my
When
hair.
I like cuddle you and you like are lower than me, I go like that and quickly smell your hair.
Oh, I don't know if it's true. Not that to the obsession point where you're like, I need 3 sniffs of your hair a day.
Yeah, because Will jokes around. I think he jokes and just like he's like, I'm obsessed. I need it.
What? You gotta explain
You
that.
go
a bit
like,
more.
I'm obsessed. I need it. When you need your nips.
Yeah, but I don't do that anymore.
No, he doesn't. He's calmed down. Maybe that's why we're not bonding as much.
Well, let me have my 3 nips a day then.
No, you weirdo.
And what else?
I don't know. Yeah, you're just such an odd one, aren't you? But I feel like these are signs of like truly in love. As weird. Okay, it sounds really fucking weird. I'm telling you, it's not any weird fetishes or something when he nips me.
Oh, yeah.
Just to be very, very clear.
Oh, but it has turned into something.
You know when people like comment on our TikToks and be like, he's not into her, or they'd be like, Jessie's not into Will, rah, rah, rah. I'm like sitting there and this man's sniffing my armpits. I'm like...
Yeah, you don't sniff my armpit.
I like, these are the things that people online don't see.
You?
Oh my fucking God. We'll always, you guys probably notice on the podcast, he always brings this up. This is not true. You know how to grind my gears. Will loves pissing me off. That's something you love doing.
Yes, I do. But
Do you want to explain what a cupcake is?
Pardon?
Have we explained this before?
That's you've got to explain it because that's
Will
your
is disgusting.
That's your weird thing that you
Guys,
like.
people say that I seem like I'm a bitch and I'm not into Will. I just have a lot to put up with.
No, you don't.
I love you.
You like weird stuff as well that you don't want us to talk about on the pod.
We talked about all of it. You like the weird stuff. Will likes to get his hand in a fart and woof it in my face to piss me off. And then he likes to come on the podcast and say, I like that. When it's the opposite way. Will does that to me.
You do like that, but we need to figure out what your weird fetishes are.
My weird fetish is peace and silence.
Oh, boring.
Boring.
But taking it back to obviously Emma and Harry, do you think you could go on, like, let's say hypothetically we split up, could you go back on a show with your ex?
I think that's just messy.
Yeah, I think it's messy.
I don't know. For some reason, I envision if we ever break up, we would be like very amicable. I don't think we would be toxic.
Depends how we break up.
Shut up. Will always tells me if we ever break up, he's going to turn crazy.
Yeah, I will. I got to the point, like, I'm like, look, if we ever break up, like, good luck going home because I will move in with your family. Like, you will not be able to go home without seeing me.
He's actually said this to my family and they've said that's fine.
Tent, caravan, backyard, yeah, no problem. What? I'll do the gardening and stuff. You know?
Okay, well,
I'll help cook dinner. Good luck coming home. Oh, what? Christmas, family do presents and that. Oh, well, welcome home. Hey, Jessie. I'll be part of the family.
You're actually crazy. But yeah, if we broke up, for some reason, I imagine us being amicable. If...
You have to.
Yeah.
When
that's
I'm
how
at home.
We won't break up anyways. We'll be sound. But when I was younger and I went through a breakup, that shit was messy and toxic and bleh. Like, even if we went to the same nightclub, it would end up in an argument. I could not imagine being in the villa with an ex, especially one that's like cheated and stuff. Like Harry brought other girls around to Emma's house. That shit
Yeah, they didn't really speak about that situation too much.
I feel like Emma is sitting there trying to put a front on and trying to remain composed when she wants to just go angry, and it's slipping out this anger in very like passive aggressive ways.
It is slipping bits and bobs out. Like, I'm not too sure when this pod's going to come out, but recently what's happened is the ranking where you rank the islanders. And every single time she was like, Harry, Dijon, Harry and Dijon, Harrison,
Harry and Helena.
Yeah, Harry and Helena.
And the way she talks is so sarcastic. I kind of like it.
But it was funny because she was getting all of the questions right, like bang on. She was like, I told you.
Yeah,
I knew it. But I can imagine. But I felt like a real energy shift from Harry when that happened. After that happened, like, because I think the day after she was like, let's go talk on the terrace. And he was like, nah, we'll talk here.
Yeah, weird vibes. But, interesting TV. Would not like that to ever be me.
No.
I think if I was in the villa with an ex, especially one that had a big, long relationship like that, that would turn me crazy.
Yeah, it would. It would turn me fucking crazy. I'd go psycho.
Because you'd want
to loco.
You'd want to be composed. You want to be like, hold your head up high. But
I don't feel like you can be composed with an ex in the villa. Or any situation, like living with them for weeks and seeing you crack on and then them crack on. It's difficult.
Molly and Callum, how they did that was crazy.
Yeah, I know.
They actually did remain really composed.
Yeah.
But I think with their relationship, it was truly done.
Yeah.
Like they did both move on and now they're happily with other people. That blew my mind. Harry and Emma, I know people were saying like they're game players and whatever. I mean, I feel like they're both somewhat a level of toxic. I've seen the way they both speak to each other.
Yeah.
Harry's obviously no fucking saint, as we see.
He is toxic.
And so that playing out on TV is just like, it's a little bit more realistic. Like,
oh my God, yes. And we've had Woman Aid write posts about Love Island this year.
Yeah, thank God. People are coming at Emma, and I'm not saying Emma's perfect with the way she speaks to Harry.
The boys.
However, if it was switched, if Harry was speaking like when Harry sat down and was kind of very blunt with Emma, people were like, woo, he shut her down. If Emma spoke to Harry that way, everyone would be on her case. Like, people love to villainize the woman and then for some reason let the men get away with everything. Look how Harrison, Harry, and Dijon have acted on Love Island.
Yeah.
If a female was doing that,
that's why
she would be called like a slut. They would slut shame her. If you look at Lauren,
they're getting praised. The boys are almost getting praised.
Disgusting.
It's like, wow, like what they're doing. But yeah, nuts.
Look at Lauren, who left with Harrison. Lauren's getting slut shamed for sleeping with Harrison in the villa.
Yeah.
Harrison slept with Lauren in the villa. He's not getting slut shamed.
No.
He's the one who like slept with her and then went and kissed Tony. So like, why is the girl getting slut shamed when she committed herself to one guy, but Harrison did the exact same thing and kissed other people?
Yeah, it was actually,
and he's not getting any slut.
It was really sad to see when Lauren got upset, to be quite honest, wasn't it? It was like, and she was like, even in the village, she was like, I don't do this. Like, I only open up to people that I like.
But even if she did open up to everyone, Harrison's out there doing the same. So what's the biggie? Why we have to be mean to Lauren, but like Harrison can do the same? And I feel like it's really bad when this is displayed on TV because people jump on the train and think it's normal.
I mean, people look up to it. People look up to it and be like, oh my God, this is like what I think it's right. I actually knew someone growing up, not talking about Love Island, this was like Geordie Shore, and he was like, oh my God, like I idolise Gaz, I want to just be like Gaz, because obviously Gaz hooked up with loads of women and like had sex all the time, blah, blah, blah. But that's who you're looking up to be as a role model back in that time. And then that's what happened is with Love Island. Like, Giorgio was a great representation of what a man should be in the villa. What we're looking at and what people are watching now is horrible, and it's no way how you should treat a woman.
Thank you. Preach. Good job, Will. I think with it as well, if you're a girl...
just don't make men like that anymore.
No, I think we need to applaud the good. Like, Giorgio was amazing. Yeah. And I think the saddest thing is we've seen it on so many Love Islands. Like, men that speak disrespectfully for women get to go on Love Island 2-3 times. And it's like, what the fuck? And then they come out to all these brand deals and they're given a platform and a career. Max Belegde did a TikTok saying, why are we giving these types of people a platform? It happens all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's actually, do you know what? My dad watched, I don't know if he watched all sides. He didn't watch Love Island a lot, but he watched it for like the season after ours. And what he said about how misogynistic, and he was like, it's crazy how bad the show's got. And he's like, oh, I don't think the show's going to be able to air in 10 years' time because it's going to be looked back on and it's going to be how's the best way to put this?
It's going to be like, it wasn't appropriate.
It wasn't
I
appropriate.
love when Will's dad said that.
It
I was
wasn't,
like, yes,
he was like,
Andrew.
it's not appropriate because it's not how you should, it's not a great representation. And like you said, like people are getting praised, people are getting a following, people are getting money, people are getting brand deals about being how not to be a person. It's crazy, it's nuts.
I feel as though I do understand the aspect of entertainment on TV. Like Harry at the start of the season, I was like, yeah, he's kind of funny. It's kind of good TV. But then it gets to a point where it's like, this is a bit fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's like, they can act like that on TV if they want, but someone needs to call it out. And everybody jumping on the attacking of the woman, that's not okay.
That's not on, gang.
It's not on. And then the annoying thing is if you speak out about it and you're a female, everyone comes at you like, you're a toxic feminist. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Let us live as women. Like someone needs to call this out. I don't even care, people. Because the men on TikTok and some women too, it really baffles me when women get on the bandwagon being like, yeah, but, and they start slut shaming, they start blaming the woman, they start saying like your opinion's wrong. I just am like, wow, the misogyny in society is a bit like, the heck?
Yeah, it definitely, like, it's a really difficult one because it's good TV and it's great TV to watch. But there's a fine line between it being good TV to watch and
toxic.
What's toxic and what's right and wrong.
Yes.
And it's about how people are getting praised.
Yes. I think we need to be really careful about who you give a platform these days. And I think brands need to be really careful about who they give brand deals to like, why are you giving brand deals to someone that clearly does not respect women? And like, it's fully displayed on television. And I think a lot of people come out and
That's
expect.
what people do these days, isn't it?
People come out and expect like a platform and brand deals and they just get handed it to them regardless as to how they act.
Yeah, I don't want to dig at Love Island, but it's even like All Stars. It's like, if I go on and cause a ruckus and treat people like shit and not hook up with someone, I can then go on All Stars and get another revamp and get more money.
Yeah, it's like,
do you know what I mean?
We always joke about this. We're like, the nice guy finishes last in reality TV. You get booted off the show early. You don't make the final.
Tommy.
Yeah.
What happened with Tommy?
You be nice, babes. You just get dumped.
Yeah.
You don't get recasted again.
Nah. But this season has been a little bit different to all the other seasons. I don't feel like people have actually hooked up and you haven't seen relationships blossom.
Yeah, there's been a lot of swapping and changing, which has been quite interesting to watch.
Lots of wife swaps out there.
It is like very interesting because you're like, you want to know who everyone 100%. Goes to.
Like you are sat to your seat and you're glued and it's TV at the end of the day. And I guess when you go on the show, you know what you're watching and you know what you're getting signed up for.
I think with Love Island and even with like Women's Aid writing about certain people on there, because it is reality TV, you don't know how people are going to act.
Yeah.
I think like all this like stuff can be entertainment as long as it's managed in a well manner. Yeah. So if someone is doing the wrong thing, I think it needs to be very clear. And even through social media, people need to make it clear that these behaviors aren't okay.
Yeah.
And even that person can hopefully learn from it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, you've seen two people come out, Harrison and Ben, on After Sun and apologize for their actions. And they're like, I know this isn't how I should act.
Yeah.
Like, and when I went on the show, I think Ben was like, when I went on the show, like, as long as I came off a better person. And things like that.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, you can tell that these people know that they've done wrong. It is just quite difficult to watch when you can see how upset these girls are getting.
And if people can watch and know that as long as they know that's not how you should be treated. Yeah. That voice needs to be made well and loud and clear. You can't watch it and think that's normal because it's not. But it is good that we have people on social media that kind of call it out, bring it to light.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like Love Island's definitely a social experiment and you can learn so much from it.
Yeah.
I think even Maya Jama said like it's a reflection of society. You learn so much from Love Island. And I think one thing that's really interesting about Love Island is all the discussions it does raise.
Yeah.
Because like, guys, let's not look at Love Island and aspire to be like them and copy what they do. Let's look at them and learn from them.
And be better.
They can be the lesson that we don't have to learn. Like, Will, no, you hate me bringing this up. Will fucked up and Casa and more. But you learned from that, I think. And you have been such a good boyfriend since. You learned from your own lesson. I think hopefully other people learn from that lesson as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Will hates talking about that. But that's a good example.
Yeah, it is a good example.
What are you looking like that for?
Like what? No, it is a good example. Look, there's lessons, there's tests, and you've got to get out the other side.
We always bring everything back to lessons, don't we?
Yeah, but we would love to hear from you guys about the series. Like, how are your thoughts and feelings on it? Like, how are you feeling about it? Because I know there's like a real divide, especially with like the girl groups at the moment. You kind of got Shakira, Tony, Yasmin, and then you've got Meg, Helena.
Meg, Helena, and
that's it.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, they're the only other two. And
yeah,
it's
Meg
like
made a comment. She said, "Oh, I'm going to have to recruit again."
Did she?
Yeah, when Lauren left, she said, "I'm going to have to recruit again," meaning she has to recruit to their side.
Fucking hell, that's weird AF. But still, yeah, let us know how are you enjoying the series? I feel like a lot of people are enjoying this year. And I feel like it is good, like from a TV point of view, it is entertaining.
It's definitely getting people talking, lots of discussions. And I think like we should have discussions. In saying that, I think we should have discussions, but we shouldn't troll Islanders.
Nah.
The trolling Islanders is a bit like, guys, come on. Is that what you're actually getting that angry that you have to go to their account and write a mean comment? Weird.
Loser.
We don't troll around here, but having discussions, open to that.
Good. Yeah, please let us know your thoughts and feelings on it. Who do you think is going to win? We've got like 2 weeks left. Because I could not tell you who's going to win.
Also, let us know who you'd like to have on the podcast. Who do you want to hear from?
Yeah, I was going to be like, oh, we've asked absolutely everybody. But yeah, let us know who you want to see on the pod, what Islander you want to see on the pod. But that is everything from us. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're listening, please give us a follow. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe.
Love ya. Bye.